I'm here in Phoenix this week. I wanted to get some things out of my storage closet or my storage unit, switch out some things, swap some new clothes because it has been 5.5 months on the road for me. I've been living out of a couple suitcases for 5.5 months, and that really does remind you that there's really so little that you need. If you can live out of a couple suitcases for 5.5 months and be just fine, and how much do you really need? Perhaps when you think about it that way, maybe we all have a little bit of an opportunity to start downsizing and purging our things should you ever want to pursue a nomadic lifestyle like me, or you're just curious about how the guinea pig is handling it. I know a lot of you are following me because you're kind of thinking about taking the leap and becoming a full-time or part-time nomad. And again, what that means, what I did, I sold my house, I sold everything I own basically, and I'm living on the road indefinitely. I know I told all of you, and I've talked about this in earlier videos, that I really kind of woke up one day in July of last year and it was like snap, like I need to get out of here. I'm selling my house, I'm doing this, I'm hitting the road. Within a couple weeks, my house was on the market and sold, and then 7 weeks later I was out. So it was like a short timeline. I know a lot of you are not like 7 weeks away from this decision, that you're still like, maybe it's a dream, or maybe it's it doesn't even feel like a possibility, but you're just kind of curious about it. What I want you to know is that even though it sounds like it was a super snap decision, I had been making small changes for basically 3 years. Because 3 years earlier, I was kind of in between jobs and I was feeling the pinch. So I started pawning jewelry. I was consigning my things. I was donating stuff. I downgraded like all these packages, like my cable and everything. I downgraded as much as I could because I really wanted to just free up more money and just have less. I basically stopped buying things. And then whatever I did buy, I thought about it a lot and made sure it was like I really loved it, or it was going to be super utilitarian, or it was because I really needed it, or it would bring me joy. In a sense, I kind of been working through this for a while, right? That's what I want to tell you guys too, is that you can make little decisions and little changes. You don't have to be like on the cusp of this decision. 3 years ago, I didn't even know necessarily that I was going to do this. I just knew that like change was coming. I just want to have less. And I think there's all these little things we can do to start thinking about less, right? The selling, the pawning, the consigning, the shopping ended, all of that. And I still didn't even do a great job. I still didn't even feel good about those 7 weeks, because what I should have done, spring cleaning. That's really what I should have done. There was a lot of stuff that I stuffed into the garage or stuffed into the closet, and I just, like, out of sight, out of mind, I just forgot about it. Because, you know, that's a gigantic amount of work, and it's like, oh, this is a whole weekend? I don't have time for this. So if you guys can think about that, like, do your spring cleaning, because it was still a gigantic amount of work to get rid of every single thing in a 1,600 square foot house. And I almost went crazy. So also, if you guys are wondering, I made about $5,000 selling everything. I mean, and that's like your furniture, electronics, TV is, but I also spent a couple thousand making repairs on my house in order for it to be sold. So you have to really, like, be committed. A couple other questions. Why didn't I rent it out furnished? Well, I had considered that, and I had actually done that for periods of time during Arizona tourist seasons. I tried it. I made some money, but honestly, like, I didn't want that responsibility anymore. It's a lot of work and a lot of responsibility, a lot of like dealing with people. So if you want to learn more about that experience, I have talked about it a lot on my website. And another question I've gotten is why didn't you just put more stuff in storage? I pay about $75 a month in Phoenix for a walk-in closet. So imagine if you put like your whole house in storage. It's an insane monthly expense. And then think about, I'm going to have to pay to transport that stuff. So I'd rather just start over. And by the way, what if I am in another country? Then I'm definitely not bringing that stuff over. So I'll just put the bare minimum of things I really want to keep in a storage unit. I can manage $75 a month, but other than that, it's just the things in my car. And even the things in my car, there are things I've not even used yet in 5.5 months. When you take a razor blade, to, you know, your apartment or your house and you think about that, what would you save in a fire? I mean, these are all good exercises to go through, right? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode of my my nomad life journey. And then if you like this, hop over to my YouTube page for more videos. Bye.